what was the most you've ever had on your roster?
Oh God. No, only like 3 or 4.
And these were all men you were like sleeping with at the same time?
Yeah, sleeping with, going on dates with and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm just going to be super upfront. Like, that's disgusting. No offense. I'm not trying to like say that to be rude, but like, it's the thought of being intimate with a woman who's like just had sex with another guy is repulsive.
Monogamy is over and Tinder killed it.
I wouldn't have like come straight from obviously shagging
that's very
someone
nice
else.
of
It's
you.
okay. I would have
shower.
showered a little
Okay,
bit before. Maybe like wash it out a
Would
little
you
bit.
use condoms or no? Yeah, that's a no. She wouldn't use condoms. Yeah, to me, it's just like...
But
A lot of women don't even like using condoms, by the way. I mean, I'm sure there are some women who feel pressure from men to not use them, so they don't. But a lot of women will tell you they don't want to have sex with a condom and have sex anyways because they've already got the birth control in their arm, which doesn't make this any less nasty.
it's different because like these
what?
guys I would be dating, they'd be doing the exact same.
Yeah, it's...
So like...
That's fucking disgusting.
And you don't want to be caught up like, oh my gosh, I really like this guy. Like you put all your eggs in one basket, and you're not really liking them, and then they're like dating a whole other.
So, but what?
girls.
Okay, so what's the alternative? Just like, okay, I'm just gonna fuck a bunch of dudes and just be dating a bunch of people at the same time. Like, I realize, I acknowledge that if you do the like dating one person at a time, like if that person breaks your heart, like it's gonna hurt a lot more than like, oh, well, I've got 3 other girls I can fall back, or I got 3 other guys. I get that, but I think it's...
Denim went from 7 to 1. Foul.
Oh.
The worst part is the man wouldn't know any different.
No, but like I'm dating people who are sleeping around.
Well, they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm doing them anyway.
Yeah, I think men should stop doing it, and I think women should stop doing it.
But then, yeah, that's just agree to disagree.
Women gatekeep sex, men gatekeep marriage. This belief that seems to sit in these people's heads that men and women's sexualities are identical, that society reacts to men and women's sexualities in an identical way is ridiculous. Women have a moral responsibility, and that's to not open their legs for every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
What do you mean agree to disagree?
Well, that's just like your view, because
Doesn't-
you
like, it
only
doesn't-
date girls who would, you know, be with you, and if I'm doing this, I'd only date guys that are doing the same. And like obviously these are only on like the first few 2 or 3 dates. If I actually start to really like someone, why would I spend time with other men? You know what
So
I mean?
wait, is your argument, is your position, well, I'm trying to protect myself from getting hurt, so my solution to the potentiality of getting hurt, where I like give all of my attention to one guy, is to just fuck a bunch of men at the same time as like a coping mechanism for potential hurt or rejection?
It's a coping mechanism. It's just protecting your feelings.
That's cope.
Yeah, that's literally what it is for this woman. I mean, really, this is more of a party and have fun strategy than it is a settle down and find a mate strategy, because ultimately, this is the consequence.
How come, you'll give it to a whack dude before and then make a good guy wait? I don't think that you're trying to make the good guy wait. I think that you want him to see the value in you. Sometimes I'm like, all right, if I give it to him too soon, he's going to think, you know, like I'm not a good girl, or there's no, like, you know, I'm just a quick, easy F or whatever. And I think that's sometimes what women will do. They'll make the guy that they really like wait longer, because that's who they really like see potential in. I might see a husband in you, and just like men like see certain women like, oh, she's wifey material, or, you know, she's just somebody I'm gonna smash. I think women are able to do that as well. Like, you know, oh, you know, he's got a lot of good qualities. He got some good stuff going for himself. You know, I'm gonna just, you know, let me see how it goes. Let me make him wait for it.
Women resort to this because they've been given so many options with social media and dating apps in particular. So there are guys who they want and they have fun with, they party with, they do whatever with, but they know they can't be with long term. And then eventually when they feel the need to settle down, that's when all the walls, that's when all the tests come up. So you as a man, when you're actually looking for a long-term girlfriend, a long-term partner in one of these women, she's going to start testing you, even though she just let some other guy in right through the door without even vetting him at all. Higher standards for you, lower standards for him. Men are naturally able to decouple love and sex, But we have these very masculinized women these days who are starting to do the same, who have been taught to do the same as men by feminism and by these dating apps. And the result is just disappointing for everyone. Like, imagine being the man who winds up putting the ring on the finger of a woman who was just actively having sex with multiple guys in her past.
Have
Date
3 dates with
night.
3 different
It's
men
date
in a day.
night. I hope you guys like the look. So what I like to do on a date night is I like to go on multiple dates because obviously I don't do my makeup like this every single day. And I think one of the best things with doing multiple dates with multiple people, so for example, I'm doing 3 dates tonight. So I'm going to do like space them out. So the first date was like, it was like after work time, have a quick coffee or a drink. Second date is 7 till about 8:45, and then the last date is the last late date. And I'm actually going for 2 dinners. So I guess the second dinner, I'll just say I'm not hungry. But at least that way, you know, you'll have your 3 dates done. And if you don't get a call back from one, you will from another. That's the best way to do it. Do 3 dates if you can in a day. When you have your makeup done, like organize it all for 1 day in a week. Space it out, space the dates out so you've got time to get to the next one. But do like multiple men, because men will date multiple women in 1 day, so you can do multiple men in 1 day and see which one is the best fit. A lot of the times you don't get any callbacks or texts back for whatever reason, so it's always good to have like more options. So do like 3 dates in a row because it's so annoying having to do 1 date, get ready, didn't work out for whatever reason, and then you're stuck. So do like 3 in a day. Always have lots of options. Okay? Bye.
Just imagine the guy that ends up marrying this woman, if a guy even does. You know I personally wouldn't be proud of that no matter how cute or pretty or whatever she is, because, you know, you're getting used goods. And not even like, oh, she's had 6, 7, 8, whatever partners. Like, she was actively dating multiple guys at the same time. Like, come on. Can you get any more shameless than that?
Cope. It's your method for coping with.
Well, then I guess, yeah.
Okay.
So then you don't end up like...
Look, I mean, I totally acknowledge that's how a lot of people in the dating marketplace are moving, both men and women. They're dating multiple people, sleeping with multiple people. I mean, I think it's risky for your health, but I also just...
I would not necessarily
never,
sleeping
like,
with
I
all
would-
of them,
if-
but it's good to have comparison as well. Like,
Here comparison, you mean when it comes to sex? Let me
no,
hammer...
as in when it comes to dates, like if you
Here,
if you
I'll
go on
hammer
one
the
date-
point. I'm going to hammer the point home. Even if, like, if the most beautiful woman in the world wanted to just instantly have sex with me, but I knew she just had sex with another guy, I don't care how hot her body is, I don't care how hot she is, it's a no. I don't even, if you are engaged, if you're having sex with other
Derek
men,
Manx one donated
I don't care how hot you are,
$100.
it's a
Ditch the
dunzo
roster
for
and
me.
find a real man.
Derek,
Just do
thank you,
better.
bro.
STDs must not matter to you. How are you going to explain this when you get to the wall?
What's the
Do
wall?
better, kings, and stay true to the mission.
What's the wall?
They don't even know what the wall is.
The wall.
The wall. What's the saying? The wall never, I don't know.
What is the wall?
Well, I mean, if you were sleeping with these guys, and you said you're only going to date other performers or only marry another performer, is that right?
Yeah.
What was...
Well,
we
no,
loo-
I as long as someone's like happy, they know.
We looked up a stat, and we found it. What was it? 3 years after star gets married.
Oh, there's a 25% likelihood that a porn star will have a marriage that lasts 3 years.
And on top of all that, I guess this woman is an adult actress too.
Yeah,
In
I think a lot of stars come from trauma and come from broken families, and so they don't believe in marriage. But personally, in my case, I do, and yeah, and so
That's kind of telling that a lot of these people who are in this industry come from broken homes and have a lot of relationship issues. Kind of shows you that it's a lifestyle that people really shouldn't be living. I think this girl here is a sort of tourist in this land. She probably has rich parents or whatever who insulated her from consequences as a girl, and she's just, sexually corrupt, morally flexible. So she's decided to go and do this. And now she's surrounded herself with people who have like actual mental, psychological, emotional problems. But it really just goes to show you the sort of person that would even go and do this sort of thing.
But should we encourage them to keep going down that path or help heal that pain and trauma with love, honor, respect, dignity, and help these women in whatever way we need? Because some of these women are out there for money, some are out for fame, some are out for all types of things. And these serious abuse as children is very difficult.
No, I agree. A lot of women who are need therapy, like they are fucked. Like obviously I talk to a lot of my colleagues and like the stories that they've been through is awful and very traumatic. And just a lot of people in the industry are like that.
But a lot of people in the industry are happily married and have successful relationships as well, and do it because they like the lifestyle. They like sex. They like partying.
There's always outliers.
This lifestyle can work out if both people are truly degenerates, I guess. This isn't a whole lot of people, though.
It's a much lesser percentage. There is a stat that shows open marriages, so people who are sleeping with people they're not married to. The divorce rate is 92%.
92%.
Yeah, because 92%. So
it's not a normal thing, but I mean,
yes, it's much lower.
I have a question for you, OF girls. Does it ever get tiring, like physically? Like for so much work,
dude. After a day, like especially if it's like an actual, like.
Sex work is not real work, no matter what any woman says.
That. After the day, I'm exhausted. I feel like I ran a marathon.
Right.
Like,
the other
really
day,
exhausted.
I was in Vegas and I filmed so much. I told my friend, I'm like, oh my god, like I think I pulled my. Like, I had worked so
can be really
much.
painful.
Like, and I was just like. Walking a little funny.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like, especially because all the guys in are huge, and so like you can, especially if you're working day after day after day. Well, guys,
it's not easy at all.
It can be really sore down there, of course. But yeah, so it can be like
tiring.
when definitely. And when you go to like a day when you're like really sore and you go to work and you're like, okay, just take it really slow to start off with because it hurts.
There are a lot of male feminists out there these days who will be like, oh, you red pill guys just need to get over the fact that women are sleeping with tons of dudes now. It's no big deal. Everyone was this way all the time back in the day, which isn't true. But no man wants to be with a woman who's been with a guy who's bigger than he is. That's just a fact. And the more guys she's been with, the lower your chance is of being her biggest. No man out there is going, oh yeah, I'm so glad my woman's been with 15 guys. It means she's experienced and she knows what she wants now. People just lie to themselves these days to shield themselves from the reality of the world.
Do you ever find it like mentally exhausting, or do you think more just like physically exhausting?
Definitely, yeah, mentally as well, because like you're having to kind of act most of the time.
A little bit of both, mostly physically for me.
Yeah, and also like if you're doing the like social media side of things, like with all
it takes
a
lot of time.
That takes a lot, and like the hate you get and everything like behind that, the social stigmas, and just like everything that comes with it is really mentally exhausting. And it can be hard as well because like people will literally like, I'm sure you guys get it, DM you, oh, kill yourself, like you're a waste of space, like you need to die basically, and.
I tend to ignore those. I try not to read the comments. I'll only read like the ones that I'll like just skim through them. I'll only read the ones that I want, like from the people that I talk to. Because there is a lot of hate. There's a lot of hate.
Oh yeah.
Women thrive off of the attention of simps, especially women like this. So really we need more social shame and more social stigma to stop people from doing this. This behavior that these women engage in is not illegal, so there's really no other mechanisms to get people to act in a respectable and decent way.
What?
Wait, were you involved with Jason Love?
Yeah.
The guy who was
big black cock.
Oh god. This girl. This girl.
Oh,
you just like been and like peeked to my Twitter and then come back.
No, there was a super chat that came in about Jason Love was with Adam 22's wife, Lena, who we've had on the show. But so you were with him too?
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, he's actually really sweet. He's very gentle. You know what? For such a big guy, he's very gentle speaking. Like he's like.
That's good.
When I worked with him, he was so like, let's do whatever you want. He was like super nice. Like just like, I want to do the positions you want to do, whatever you want to do. It's all about you. And yeah, he was really nice. But fucking hell, did he stretch me out?
And of course, she's still going to promote her brand. This problem will not end until women in this country are held accountable for their actions. We as a nation need to begin shaming women who behave like this, and then also the simps who enable them. Otherwise, things are going to get a heck of a lot more disturbing from here on out. Anyway, that's it for this video. Please share it if you enjoyed it so more people view this channel and hopefully subscribe. And Red Channels will catch you in the next one.